What up, FaB Fanatics? On it here, back for the first time on a live stream. Had some technical difficulties there getting the camera all set up. This is my first time doing this. This is all uncharted territory for me, so bear with me. It's been a wild ride. I got this crazy knot in my stomach, this exciting, nervous feeling. I'm live on the internet for the first time in my life. What am I doing? Uh, Thank you very much for being here. It's crazy to think that 1 year ago today, I spontaneously decided to record myself opening a box of Alpha WTR at the time, and decided to put it up on YouTube. And what was initially just a quarantine project of sharing my new passion and my new hobby, which is of course Flesh and Blood TCG, with the greater community, with the intention of also just, flipping some cards on eBay, hopefully sustaining my new hobby financially, open some boxes, sell some cards, get some cards for my personal collection, quickly spiraled into something much bigger than that. And I'm truly honored and blessed to be in the situation a year later, doing a first live stream and interacting with such an amazing community and getting to live out my passion, which is, playing Flesh and Blood and building community and applying my life experience in the service industry, in the restaurant industry, now in the retail industry, into this project, this FaB Foundry project that is really just I've created just on the go and through the flow. It's been a wild experience. So 1 year today, and it's 1,200 sales in the last year, 1,200 personal messages that I've written on every single one of those packing slips. This actually will be I just counted them. I have all the tags from all the boxes. This will be box number 350 that I've opened, through the FaB Foundry operation. It's been a wild experience. Thank you very much for being here. I'm just going to kind of wing it. The intention, of course, is to open up a box of first edition Arcane Rising and interact with you guys in the chat, and kind of we'll just go from there. I'm going to take it back to the old school original video. I introduced packs and tracks, and so I'm going to put some music on in the background. Chose one of my favorite music producers and DJs. She happens to be a friend of mine here in Portland, Luxora Major. So I'm going to go over to my computer over here. When you see me looking over my shoulder, that's me looking at my screen because I don't have my setup completely dialed in. But let's get to it. I'm going to crack some packs and listen to some tracks. Let me know how the volumes are and everything too. Make sure you don't get a copyright strike. I shouldn't, because this is all original music that Luxora did allow me to play. So hopefully I don't get that strike on my first one. Don't want to be too much of a bad boy, I guess. All right, here we go. First edition Arcane Rising, 24 packs. No going back. Pack one. I would love to see a Fable. That would be nice. It would actually be my first cold foil. I have a Ophidia. I've not pulled a cold foil. Arcane Rising Calibration. Let's go here. We got our generic commons. Then we got our 4 generic commons. Bing. It's been a while since I've opened Arcane. Life for a Life. Our rare and up slot, Reduced to Rune Chant. And our foil slot, Come to Fight, common foil. And we got our equipment slot after the foil. That's right. And then our class commons. And our token. The nerves, the nerves! Blessed be the polls. You're right, Tucker. Hopefully. Blessed be. Chanting Melody. Pour the Mold. And Cadaver's Contraband. Common foil. So a little bit about my experience through Flesh and Blood. Of course, I was one of the Alpha Investments acolytes that found the game through Rudy. As soon as I touched the cards for the first time, I was in. I knew it. I could play a ninja. I resonate with ninja energy. Alpha or Aether Spindle, Pursuit of Knowledge, our first super rare, and common foil zipper hit. Yeah, and I fell in love instantly. Of course, right after I got my first WTR from Rudy, I was able to acquire my first Arcane Rising, and I found the Ranger class in Azalea, Oath of the Arknight, Absorbent Ether, and a common foil Bloodspill Invocation. I fell in love with Ranger and Azalea, and that's what really kind of established my passion for this game and made me take the deep dive. Aether Sink, pedal to the metal, and zipper hit, common foil. When it comes to community experience, I was very fortunate to get to experience the Dolphin League early on during the pandemic. Metrics Daily and Card Merchant organized both a free-to-play and a competitive league. I think it was in March and April of 2020, and that's when I got to virtually get my butt kicked by the likes of Sasha Markovic and Manny, FaB Maniac, Manny Gardwell, and a few others. Blazing Ether, first Majestic. Common foil, lead the charge. And that was my first taste of semi-competitive playing against really good players. I got absolutely destroyed in that league, but I had an absolute blast. I believe a big reason why this community is as positive and as amazing as it is, Enchanting Melody, pedal to the metal, and a foil rare, Stir the Aetherwinds, is because it's being led by a bunch of Kiwis. They are all amazing, chill, and positive people, and they are great leaders of the FaBtcg community, in my opinion. Life for a life. Take cover. And a foil rare, take cover yellow. I'm right there with you, Tucker. Yeah, I have not touched my magic cards since finding FaB. Believe it or not, I actually took I started FaB Foundry by actually selling my entire sealed position in Magic in February of 2020 to a local dealer, and I took my sales from all of my Magic sealed and put it directly into Flesh and Blood. Silver the tip, Arknight Ascendancy for our second Majestic, and a common cold foil Reverberate. And I have not looked back. I still have, of course, all my singles collection and all my decks. I've just had no desire whatsoever to touch my Magic cards. Not saying that I will never go back and play a game or anything. The beautiful part about it is they're there. Magic will always hold a special place in my heart. I still actually have my original collection that my older brother and I have back when we played when we were kids. We have full collection from Revised all the way through Chronicles right around that time. Stir the Aetherwinds, Spellblade Assault, and a common foil Dissipation Shield. I also still have my original Pokemon card collection from my little brother and I back in the 90s as well. Unfortunately, no first edition stuff is all unlimited, but I got a couple Charizards. Silver the tip, Tome of the Aetherwind, super rare, and a common foil salvage shot. You know, we have to pay homage to Magic, of course. You know, it being around for 30 years now, it has paved the way for the trading card industry, and it has paved the way for Flesh and Blood to pop off and be what it is today. Take aim, reduce the rune chant, and a common foil 0 to 60. You know, if it weren't for Magic, and if it weren't for players and collectors and investors' trust in you know, cardboard with beautiful art on it, you know, the fact that, you know, values. Hopefully my camera doesn't turn off. Oh. I'm back. Alright, I have my GoPro Pro on an external battery so it doesn't die, but I guess I might have to change internal settings in there for it to stay on longer. Irina's Prayer, Oath of the Arknight, and a foil rare Plunder Run. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, how Magic kind of paved the way and established investor confidence, player confidence in the value of cards, to where, you know, it paved the way for Flesh and Blood to come about and do what it's doing, whatever it is that it's going to do. Take cover, Induction Chamber, super rare, and common foil zipper hit. We're getting away about halfway through the box now. Got our first couple Majestics early. Thanks, Fat Guy IT. Appreciate it. Hopefully we got some spice in the second half of the box. I got to remember too that you know, live streaming here, I'm not in as much of a rush in my usual box openings. Life for Life, Convection Amplifier, and a foil rare Ravenous Rebel. And of course, my regular box openings, my goal is to hit, you know, kind of that under 10-minute mark, just, you know, because a lot of times people want to, you know, get that fix of just seeing packs cracked, and by doing it efficiently, they can, you know, observe efficiently. So that's kind of my mindset when I'm opening boxes on camera, is to be fast about it so that people can enjoy the content efficiently and quickly. Irina's Prayer, Stir the Aetherwinds, and a common foil Spellblade Strike. Again, this is my first time doing a live stream, so I'm realizing, like, slow down and enjoy the process a little bit more, interact with you guys a little bit more. My screen is just a little too far away. My eyesight's going on me. Cognition Nodes, Pour the Mold, and a foil rare Silver the Tip. Dibs on the Grasp of the Arknight if I pull one, of course, Ruby. Andrew, I agree with you 100%. As I've gotten a little older, you know, my friendship circle has definitely shrunk a little bit. Plunder Run, Take Cover, and a common foil Lead the Charge. And of course, the pandemic only kind of expedited that. And you know, the FaB community, everybody I interact with through FaB Foundry, the playtest league, you know, I have quickly become very good virtual friends, and I just look forward to the day that we can all gather in person, whether it's a regional event. So only first and foremost, it'll be an LGS event, then maybe a regional event, and then hopefully a national event, Silver the Tip, convection amplifier, and a rifting. And just, I can only imagine the energy and the buzz in that convention center when we can all safely gather for the first time and share our passion for this game. It's going to be electric. I'm like getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Hair's raising. Stir the Ether Winds, Spellblade Assault, and a common foil headshot. Final 4, getting down to it. I'm realizing, like, oh shoot, I could move around my room. I don't have to be on camera the entire time. I can talk with my wireless headset. Learning new things every day. Enchanting Melody, Pour the Mold, and a common foil Amplify the Arcanite. Well, we're getting down there. We haven't had our cold foil yet. We'll see if we hit it in these final 3 packs. That'll kind of be a anticlimactic way to do a 1-year anniversary box opening, is to not hit a gold foil. Oath of the Arcanite, Endless Arrow for another super rare, and Brave Forge Bracers. Wah, wah, wah. That's about one of the worst gold foils we can get. Hey, it happens. That's the risk of opening these boxes, right? I've opened plenty of them now. I understand the risk of cracking that seal. Blunder Run. Take aim. And a foil rare Aether Spindle. Well, I did have a backup plan. A double cold foil box would be nice. Final couple packs. Is this the last one right here? Looking around, making sure I didn't drop any. Yeah. I do have a backup plan though. I do actually have the last box from this case of Arcane Rising that is possibly on the block. Or Silver the Tip, Cognition Nodes, and 0 to 60. I do have a fresh case of Crucible of War First Wave that I've not opened yet. Right here. And I will, I'll take some, give me some feedback. What would you guys rather see me do? Open another box of Arcane Rising, which is the last box in the case. And as I recall, I have not pulled a cold foil legendary from that case. It's been a while, you know. Or do we want to do crew? Trade you a drone for the bracers. Tucker saying go with Arc, go big or go home. Coach Ferrante saying crew. Wait for a little bit more feedback. I do have a couple announcements to make as I wait for maybe a couple more people to comment on what I should do. Over the past few months, I've been running a Foundry Discord, and it's been strictly for players of the North American Playtest League. I was just kind of doing it as a practice to figure out the ins and outs of Discord, because it's completely self-taught on the ownership side of things. And I feel like I am ready to open up the Foundry Guild Discord to Foundry supporters. So I will be dropping a link in the Discord. I've not unlocked all the channels yet, but I'm going to be opening up the Foundry Discord to everybody who supports me out there, and FaB Foundry, as a way to where we can all start interacting. There will be a TTS pickup game channel, as well as a webcam pickup game channel, and then a small little kind of marketplace. Now, I don't expect to at all replace the big Discord marketplace. Just my personal feeling, I think it's extremely active and that's great. It's really busy, and my intention by having a little FaB Foundry one is just maybe to have one that's a little bit slower paced and smaller, more intimate feel. So that will be a part of it. And then of course I'll be throwing up direct messages to Discord members about upcoming inventory updates, as well as sales and whatnot. So it'll be kind of the new communication avenue for FaB Foundry as I try to kind of diversify my means of communication with supporters away from just doing Facebook. So that is happening, and I'll be dropping a link here shortly. Let's see here. +1 with Tucker. Jason Lai says to go with Arc. Switchels says finish the case of Arc. Thank you, John Taylor. That's a name I'm very familiar with from early on. You're one of the early supporters of FaB Foundry, commenting on some of my first videos. I think you might have won like a super rare way back in the day when I was giving away super rares, if I'm not mistaken. Bing! I'm dropping. There's the Discord link in the chat. You'll also be able to check out. I've not closed off the playtest league channels yet. You can also see how active the playtest league is and what's going on there too. So. Drop that in there. Looks like we have more people saying go with Arc. That means I just keep the box of Crew sealed. Or we'll probably be opening that soon for Foundry inventory soon anyway, because I'm really low on Crucible of War inventory. Let's clear this first box out of the way. That over there. Whoop. Just move the camera. Knocking my cords around here. So yeah, I guess a little bit more about myself. Obviously, FaB Foundry, I don't fully support myself off of FaB Foundry yet. It's getting there. I've actually not taken a single penny out of FaB Foundry yet, as I promised early on, as I was just trying to build it as a vehicle for a means for me to share my passion and contribute to the secondary market and build the support network. And my main goal, which is still my #1 priority, of course, is helping build and grow the local Portland, Vancouver metro area scene when we can all safely decide to do that or are able to do that. So some of you might have experienced my high level of customer service through FaB Foundry. That comes from being in the service industry for 20 plus years. Restaurant industry, I started working in restaurants at 16 and worked my way all the way up from bussing to dishwashing first, to bussing to serving tables, to assistant manager, to where I was the general manager of a brewing company, Creekside Brewing Company in downtown San Luis Obispo for 3 years. Had 40 employees underneath me. And Alejandro, yeah, you missed the first box. It wasn't anything special though. So we're gonna go ahead and open another one, because why not? I'm gonna celebrate. And so yeah, that's where a lot of my I have a management degree as well, and so that's where that kind of the foundation of Foundry operations is built off of, is my previous service industry experience and life experience in the restaurant industry. So. My heart's kind of starting to calm down a little bit. I had like a knot in my stomach the entire time I was doing that box and just trying to think of things to talk about. Kind of settling in to this live stream a little bit. Thanks for being here with me. Oh, thanks, Andrew. You kept that note? Cool. Yeah, you know, the fulfillment, you know, I'm actually I'm getting my workshop space dialed in right now, and I'm gonna do a kind of a tour of my workshop space sooner than later. And the fulfillment process has probably been one of the most enjoyable aspects of figuring out this whole FaB Foundry operation, is to continue dialing it in. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I got my, you know, cardboard condos over there, you know, all labeled and everything. This second stack right here is for when Monarch comes out. Those will all be filled with Monarch. And then of course the 6 right here are all Arcane Rising, and the bottom 6 are all Welcome to Rathe. And so as this operation started growing, I realized that you know, I needed to dial it in. You know, that's kind of a big aspect of just life in general, is dialing things in. And luckily, because of the pandemic and my living situation, I've been afforded the luxury of having this workshop space to play in for the last year, and to build FaB Foundry and record all my videos and run the league. And yeah, it's been an amazing experience. For those of you that weren't here early on, this is Luxora Major. She's a music producer and DJ here in the Portland, Oregon area, a friend of mine. And of course, early on when I started doing packs and tracks, I reached out to her to ask if I could use her music and her mixes in the background of my videos. So hoping YouTube's fine with that, because I don't think there's anything official other than like a, you know, verbal agreement. All right, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna say F it and open up the last box of Arcane Rising from this case. Those 2 boxes have been sitting in my closet for a while now, so yeah. Boy, something else that I look forward to when you can safely gather is live music events. If you've been following my videos, I think you guys can tell that I love my electronic music, and I miss getting down on the dance floor. That's probably one of the things that I miss most, you know, during the pandemic. Plunder Run, Stir the Ether Winds, and a foil Knock the Death Whistle. You know, I love me some Ranger cards. Foil CNC, yeah, I would take a foil CNC. Spellblade Assault, Ninth Blade of the Blood Oath, and a foil rare Ether Flare, blue. No, that's common. Foil common. Back-to-back super rare packs. Yeah, one of the things I've considered is if I figure out this whole live stream thing, is possibly doing a Twitch channel where I kind of just hang out in my workshop here and bring you guys into kind of the daily workings of FaB Foundry. And you can hang out with me and kind of see what I've been up to for the past year. Silver the Tip, Aether Spindle, and a foil rare, Plunder Run Red. It's a nice foil rare right there. Is that something that you guys would be interested in kind of hanging out and throwing on your back screen while you're doing things around the house? Kicking it with me on Twitch as I fill orders. I thought it'd be pretty neat that you'd be able to like put orders in through the FaB Foundry website, and I'd like fulfill them on screen and show you the process. Plunder Run, Take Aim, Aether Flare, Common Foil. How do I feel about Daft Punk breaking up? You know, they've been doing it for a long time. You know, good things have to come to an end, whether it's athletes, you know, some of our most favorite revered athletes retiring, or musicians. Most musicians die before they retire, but I guess they're, you know, they're preempting that, you know, death aspect and retiring on top. Reduce to Rune Chant, Absorb in Ether, and a Scalding Rain, common foil. We will always have their music, and me being a burner, we will always have the inside joke of when will Daft Punk be playing their next concert at Burning Man. Spellblade Assault, Reduce to Rune Chant, and a foil Hyperdriver. Yeah, I definitely need to get another monitor or something that I can put in front of me, so I don't have to leave the screen. Dial in the process a little bit better here. Life for Life, Take Cover, and a foil Silver the Tip. Pretty much, I think this might be the worst foil rare you could possibly pull in this set. I'm a Ranger player, and I don't play Silver the Tip, and let alone blue. I feel like I got a nice even flow going to the pack opening right now. Pour the mold, Take Aim, and a common foil Overloop. About halfway there. What spice shall we see? We're only 2 super rares in. See, look, I even threw that foil rare into the common rare slot because that's pretty much what it's worth. Yeah, what spice are we gonna see here? Aether Spindle, Stir the Ether Winds, and a common foil Cadaver's Contraband. Teklo or an eye? I would prefer the latter. What up, Jordan? Thanks for being here. Oh, sorry, I ripped the pack off camera there. Plunder Run, or the Mold, Fervent Forerunner, common foil. Another note to make. So obviously when I started FaB Foundry, I just was kind of like posting box openings and did a couple of Azalea deck techs, and you know, my intention was to grow the operation and earn your support through Foundry sales. And so a big reason why I never started a Patreon page was because of that natural, you know, process, reciprocating process of you guys supporting me through sales. As the, you know, as the game has expanded and more competition has come in, and my time to allocate to content creation has shrunk a little bit. Of course, some of you know that I brought on, you know, team members to help me with content. Plunder Run, Stir the Ether Winds, and a common foil Fate Foreseen. Tower number 9 has been creating some great deck techs for us, as well as Ruby, who brought you a Viscerai deck tech and a Bravo deck tech. And I do have another friend, Alberto, who's also going to be doing some content creation. And so as I have been recruiting members, my FaB friends, to help me with the content creation side of things while I focus on FaB Foundry operations, Spellblade Assault, Oath of the Arknight, and a common foil Back Alley Breakline. You know, I would love to be able to reward their content creation and honor the time and energy that they are putting into creating content for FaB Foundry. So I've decided to launch a Patreon for FaB Foundry. And it just has one tier right now. I'm just kind of getting the ball, kind of just pushing the ball, getting it rolling slowly. Reduce the Rune Chant, Tome of the Aether Winds, and common, oh, that's a foil rare, Pedal to the Metal. It's just a $3 slot right now, with the intention of all money that's been raised through Patreon membership dues will go directly to the content creators that are supporting FaB Foundry. So being a Patreon member, as of right now, one of the perks will be you'll definitely get a monthly discount that will help you easily, you know, offset your membership dues. Life for Life, Silver the Tip, and a foil Ether Spindle. Yeah, Davis is putting in a lot of work. He's doing really good things for the community. He's a heck of a player. His breakdowns of his warrior builds, just, you know, it's just really in depth and really detailed, and I think a lot of players are benefiting from it. He currently sits on the top of our Hero of the Hill event with five wins in a row, on top of being the Gauntlet, you know, reigning Gauntlet champion. Take Aim, Induction Chamber, and a common foil Voltic Bolt. So I'm celebrating the 1-year anniversary of FaB Foundry all week, starting today and going through the rest of the month until March 31st. I'll be doing 24-hour flash sales every day for the next 7 days. There's actually one going on right now. You can head over to FaBfoundry.co and check out what the flash sale is today. Life for Life, Absorb an Ether, and a common foil Optical Monocle. And we're getting down there. The celebration will culminate with our monthly drawing. For those of you don't know, every purchase at FaB Foundry accounts for one entry into our monthly drawing. So on what should be April 1st, I'm actually going to do it on the 31st, though, will be the monthly drawing for March. Enchanting Melody, Silver the Tip, and Common Foil Come to Fight. Wow. The suspense. We got 5 packs left. We've not hit our Majestic yet, unless I've totally spaced and missed this one as I'm talking to you guys. I wouldn't put it past me. I don't make too many mistakes when I'm opening boxes, but yeah, I'm clear. I'm clear. Didn't put any Majestics in the rare pile. Thank you, Alberto. Here we go. Silver the Tip, red in the ledger. You know I love me some Ranger. And Fervent Forerunner. How about the timing of this mix right now as we get into these final packs, like the suspense building? Come on. Sorbent Ether, Pedal to Metal, and a foil common back alley break line. No! Well, I gotta fix that for the next live stream. Gotta go into my GoPro settings. Coming back on now, coming back on. There we go, we're good. See, learning lessons every day. Self-taught, live streamer, video guy. I've learned it all through YouTube. I'm YouTube taught when it comes to all this live streaming and recording and editing videos on OBS and Lightworks. Reduce Rune Chant. Rapid Fire. Common Foil, Ravenous Rabble. I thought I had it all figured out. Final 2 packs. No cold foil yet. Plunder Run. For the mold. Are you freaking shitting me right now? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just cussed. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Oh man, did I just turn off my headphones? What in the world? Well, what am I even supposed to do? So this is my very first cold foil eye. How's it looking on the camera? I'm shaking right now. Centering is a solid, a little off left to right. A little whiteness on the bottom 2 corners there. I'm no saint, so I'm not even going to grade. I've never graded anything and haven't had anything graded yet, so. Wow. What a way to celebrate. Yeah, you're right, Alejandro. That will definitely fund my new monitor. Hey, anybody want one loose pack of Arcane Rising First Edition? Let's finish her off here. Wow. I'm speechless. Thanks for being here, and I can't believe I just caught that on camera, let alone on live stream. Whew. Aether Spindle. Take cover. And a foil rare, take aim in the close. Well, there you have it, folks. It was just a one majestic box here, just one majestic, you know. 5 super rares, 6 super rares, 1 was foil. Just below average box if it weren't for this here. Woo! Well, we're hanging out. Well, I mean, now that I pulled that, should we just keep going? Are you guys enjoying this or whatnot? Should I open up a Crucible of War box now? I think I can subsidize the expense of my Crucible of War box. Let's hear it in the chat whether we should just keep rolling with this or we should call it. We got like 30 minutes left in this mix too, so. Devin says keep it going. Thank you, Jordan. I have not forgotten. Yeah, we played way back in the day. Looks like everybody, of course, everybody's egging me on to open up the box of Crucible of War. The T code on the outside of that case. Get that Shiana. I don't know. I need a... Where did that box go? I actually might have... Those 2 boxes were just hanging out loose in my safe, so I don't actually have the box that they were in when it comes to Andrew. Sorry. Thanks for being here, Tucker. Wow. Well, first things first, before we get going and doing anything. Putting that bad boy in a Pro Mold 20-point hard case. Actually, I need to get a perfect fit for that to work. Switch out the penny sleeve for the perfect fit. Wow. There she goes. Into the Pro Molds. Make sure she's nice and centered. There we go. Oh no, she slipped. As I'm cleaning up the display there and getting ready for the Crucible War box, does anybody have any questions or anything they want to ask? Do a little Q&A while we're here. You know, I'm gonna take a note from Bronson and just say I'm just a normal guy in a normal room, cracking cards, cracking packs on camera. Hopefully you're finding it entertaining. Wow. Truly speechless and blessed that just happened. So, questions coming. Questions coming. Thanks, Alberto. Dedication, in my opinion, was rewarded by good karma. I appreciate that. That was actually my second cold foil Fable that I pulled. I did pull a shard, a cold foil shard, and I actually pulled that on camera, one of the FaB Foundry box opening videos a while ago. But that is actually my first cold foil eye, and I have not pulled a cold foil heart. What's your Twitch? I have my personal Twitch. I've not created a Twitch or transitioned my Twitch to a FaB Foundry account yet. I was kind of just throwing it out there to the community to see if there would be even any interest in that and kind of hanging out with me. The idea would be like, you know, stream on a Friday for 3 hours and you guys can come hang out with me while I listen to music and you know, fill orders and answer questions and sort cards and play games. And so yeah, give me some feedback. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in kind of hanging out and doing with me. Thank you, Z Money. Gift of Chaos, thank you. Supporters going way back. When will box openings for Monarch be up? I do not have an exact date for that, Nate, because I'm in that same boat with everybody else. I have no idea what my allocation is going to be. I'm just a small little fish in this big TCG FaB Foundry sea now. I am working with my 2 reps to see what I'm gonna get. Of course, when this whole process started, when Monarch pre-orders were in, or had to go in, I placed a conservative request for Monarch in my eyes. You know, something that you might find interesting is I've actually Cards with Michael, yeah, and there was an eye opened. Bam! Something that you might actually find pretty interesting is, of course, I got into this in the middle of a pandemic, and me being very critical of myself many times and critical thinker, I just could never quite justify going into debt during a pandemic when it came to supporting my hobby. And so I've actually, you know, funded this entire operation. Like I said earlier in the stream, I sold my Magic Sealed collection. I used that in my first stimulus check to acquire my first Rudy kits, and I actually then I ended up with 6 Rudy kits. 2 of them I bought off of eBay, and then of course I started ordering through Bill at Reaper Games, who's been amazing. Of course, Jason over at Deck Edge has been very supportive, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Going Gaming, my home LGS in Troutdale, Oregon. Becky and Alan are the owners of Going Gaming, amazing human beings, and I actually approached them with my first Rudy kit. I took it in there and I showed them the cold foil promos and I showed them the play mats, and I told them that, you know, I'm you know, diving headfirst into this game, and you know, told them that I would love to support the game here in the store and help them run events. And, you know, we started a very good working relationship there. And they, you know, I started, you know, running a couple events before in the middle of the summer when we allowed a little bit of leeway to have, you know, up to 8 people here in Oregon, but that got shut down real quick. So if it weren't for Going Gaming and them working with me early on in May of last year, you know, FaB Foundry wouldn't be what it is today. But to go back to my main point, I actually have completely funded and generated the money, the wealth that's in FaB Foundry without going into debt, because I just couldn't quite justify going into debt, you know, chasing cardboard during a pandemic. I was very conservative, you know, and I feel good about that. I think that's, you know, I feel very fulfilled by the fact that, you know, I played those number games and, you know, created this out of, you know, selling some sealed Magic product and taking my stimulus check and the ball and running with it. Z Money, that's right. I pulled the heart on camera for you. Thanks, Michael. I actually, Cards with Michael, I actually watched your live stream, I think it was last Thursday, in preparation for this. Kind of just observing and taking notes. So here we go. Can you guys get back to my screen here? There we go. Fresh case of crew. Getting cracked open. We just hit the cold foil eye, so I'm playing on house money. Well, I guess FaB Foundry money at this point, so why not crack open a box and keep riding this celebration with all y'all. Let's tuck that up over here. Leave that there. So this is a first wave. I don't know if you noticed. In the box, the clear tape. Clear tape on the case means it's a first wave Crucible of War case. There we go, cutting the seal. We're gonna keep rolling with the 1 year anniversary celebration with some Crucible of War. Crack some packs, listen to some tracks. Luxora Major is the music producer and DJ you hear in the background. Dropping her SoundCloud in the link or in the chat if you dig bass music. 24 more packs. Crucible of War. It always, you know, I don't think I'll ever get used to it. It always feels funny picking up a Crucible of War pack, especially after having just picked up 48 Arcane Rising packs. The 10 pack or 10 card pack is just yeah, doesn't hold its weight, literally and figuratively. No, there goes my camera again. Turning it back on. There we go, back on. All right, so calibration for Crucible of War. This is again a first wave box. So we have 7 commons to start, and then we have our rare slot, Promise of Plenty, our rare and up slot, Meridian Skies, and then in the first wave, the foil is actually in the very back, Torrent of Tempo. Calibration complete. I'm not sure about that, if it's a T75 or 76 case, Andrew. I could possibly look at the other ones that I have to see if they're all similar numbered. I mean, I don't have any more Arcane Rising First Edition. What am I doing? This is not a Crucible War or Arcane Rising pack. This is Crucible War. Dauntless. Reinforce the Line and Tech Levosian's Workshop. Commons. Rares. Common foils. While you guys are hanging out, again, this is my very first ever live stream. First time ever being live on the internet in my life. Never done Facebook Live or Instagram Live or never done a TikTok or any of those things. First time live. It's been a wild experience. Today's been an interesting day. High speed impact. Tripwire trap. Foil quicken token. Bam! $10. We're on our way to breaking even for this box. Thank you, Anthony J. I'll probably put this, I think you can archive this video and put it up. I mean, why wouldn't I? I'm kind of all over the place, so it's not the most polished FaB Foundry video, but F it, why not? I pulled a heart, or I mean an eye on camera. Cindering Foresight, Dread Triptych, and a common foil Overblast. I'm just this weird. I'm like just numb Cloud9 in a weird headspace. Rushing River. High Speed Impact. A foil Rune Blood Barrier. I guess this card is actually pretty pricey these days because everybody's playing. This is such a beautiful foil too. Everybody's playing, you know, the Viscerai OTK and Blitz, and so this is seeing a nice price increase. Jordan B, I counted, so I have not kept all the boxes that I've opened, but I have kept all of the tops of every single box I've ever opened. They're actually all in here. They're all organized by Alpha, WTR, First Edition Arc, Crucible of War, Unlimited. So I know exactly how many boxes I've opened. The first Arcane Rising was 350. The second one is 351, and this is box 352 in my FaB crack packing career. There I go, drawing it again. Just counting out the 4. Pitfall Trap, Rock Slide Trap, and a foil rare High Speed Impact. Are y'all digging this Luxora Major mix? You know, obviously electronic music tends to be polarizing. It's either you're in or you're out. I mean, I come from, you know, 6+ years in the music festival, traveling around the West Coast, building festivals, and at the time vending what was my previous business, Ninjadelic. I created colorful, sparkly ninja gear, Zephyr Needle, Centauri Saber, and a foil hit and run red. And so yeah, I have a fond. Electronic music has a fond, will always have a place in my heart. Crane Dance, Remorseless, and a foil rare Promise of Plenty Blue. That's the third Majestic of the box. Cold foil in the next one, that would be awesome. Calixo asked, do you think we'll have FaB conventions and when we start organizing it? Yes, they are. They're going to happen. You know, it's inevitable. Just like 6 p.m. today was inevitable. It came. The inevitability of going live at 6 came and went. I feel like the inevitability of FaB conventions, it's there. It's a matter of when we can all, you know, safely do it with regulations in place. Towering Titan, Zen State Token, Predatory Assault. I think a conservative guess would be early 2022. But we still have the springtime here to figure out, to see how see how the vaccine works. Oh, Barraging Bighorn, Coax, a Commotion, and a foil, cold foil red liner. It's a solid pack, Coax and a red liner. You know I love me Ranger cards, although I don't play with red liner much. I much prefer the card draw off of Death Dealer. Little bit standard crew white there. Looks like we got three good corners. Can you guys see that? Nope, my GoPro's not good enough. Centering solid. Let's grab a perfect fit. Of course, as you know, that is not necessarily the cold foil that we're looking to see in a box. Yeah, probably one in Vegas. Team Covenant. Star City Games. 3 callings, yeah. It could be. It could still be a 2 cold foil box. I would love to see that. Let's get back to it. For those that just recently joined the stream, the reason why I keep popping over there is because my computer monitors are over behind my left shoulder, and so I kind of gotta hop over there to read the comments and whatnot. It's not the most dialed setup, but Cindering Foresight, Rushing River. Hey, there's our foil rune chant. I'll add that to the pile of 50 other ones that I have. Anybody want rune chants? Bulk foil rune chants? Pitfall Trap, reinforce the line, and a common foil, increase the tension. One in Toronto, I would love. I've not made it up to Canada yet, so one in Toronto would totally be cool with me. Promise of Plenty, Flood of Force, the least exciting of the 3 Ninja Majestics, and a foil rune chant again. Adds to the rune chant collection. About halfway through here. 5 Majestics, cold foil redliner. I realized that because I'm live streaming and I'm actually have it set on low latency, because I was concerned about there being lag and whatnot, that's probably why the stream is not as high definition. Hey, look at that! High speed impact, crane dance rares, but Data Doll, rainbow foil. This is such an awesome rainbow foil. Shiny. So yeah, as I was saying, so that's probably why I can't pick up the cards as well on camera as I would in a recording. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Commons, Towering Titan, Barraging Bighorn, and a rainbow foil lunging press. Back to back excellent pulls when it comes to the rainbow foils. These are hard to come by, as you all probably know. Very nice. Throw that one into a penny sleeve as well, why not? If it holds value, put it into a sleeve quickly. Sledge of Anvilheim, Promise of Plenty, and a common foil Sleep Dart. What do we got here? Down to the final third of the box. What spice do we have left? 5 Majestics. We pulled our cold foil. We've had some solid rainbow foil pulls. It doesn't really matter what comes out of this box because of what happened earlier. Mandible Claw, Towering Titan, and a foil rare, Reinforce the Line. So yeah, this is me coming out of my shell, I guess, and doing a live stream and interacting more with the community. I would love to get some feedback from y'all about what you think of it and how I could possibly improve. If you even want to see it again, or do you just want me to go back to recording my box openings and posting them like I have for the last year and leave live streaming to the people that do it better? Reinforce the line. Gambler's gloves! Solid majestic equipment piece to pull. And foil common overblast. Full art twinning blade would be really nice, Mr. Alphabet. Benji! Spoils of War! That is an excellent majestic to pull. Solid back-to-back packs. Gambler's Gloves, and Spoils of War. Common foil, flying kick. Spoils is pretty much in every single warrior build, and hard to come by these days. Appreciate that, Kuganye Gaming. Yeah, public speaking is not one of my strong suits. I did give my salutatorian speech back in junior high in front of like 1,000 people when I graduated. That was probably my crowning achievement of public speaking at frickin' 12 years old. Promise Plenty, Barraging Bighorn, and a foil Poison the Tips. Pretty card. Dope artwork. I love the pinkish purple dripping onto the arrow. This one is a really well done card in my opinion. No! Camera's going down again. Starting it back up. That's probably been the only true negative of this experience is I have to calibrate my GoPro settings. It's on an external battery so that I don't actually, you know, kill the battery. So I did my enough research to know that when I'm running a camera through the HDMI into my Elgato card that I need to have extra juice to power the GoPro because their batteries don't last very long. Dauntless, Mandible Claw, and a foil rare cash-in. Cha-ching! Wow. I mean, I definitely can't complain about the rainbow foil rares that I pulled in this box, or the rainbow foils in general. Lunging Press, Datadol, and Cash In. Final 3 packs. Yeah, you're right, Nate. Crew Unlimited can't come soon enough. Crew Unlimited can't come soon enough. Dauntless, Crane Dance, and a common foil Consuming Volition. Final 2 packs of this box. Thanks for all being here with me. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I'm still just in shock that I pulled a cold foil eye in the second to the last pack. Maruvian Skies, Talishar, and Push Forward, common foil. Second to last pack of the second box that I was egged on to open by y'all who are watching. It's all your fault. Rushing River, Towering Titan, and a common foil Rousing Ether. Bam! There is a Crucible of War box down. I mean, The value's not I mean, of course the value's not there when it's $800 a box at this point, but still can't complain about that box. It's solid. You got your nine Majestics, 3 solid rainbow foils. There you go. Crucible War box down. One more to even it out. Going on an hour and 20-minute live stream? Have I really been doing it that long? Wow. Feedback from the chat. I mean, obviously, with what I pulled earlier, you know, I'm opening cards for FaB Foundry, you know, to put up on the website at this point. Should I do another box for y'all? Or are you even interested in that? There's one, yeah. One more to even it out, says Ferrante. Devin speaking up for multiple people. One other thing to note is check out the new FaB Foundry logo. One of my best friends put that together for me. FaB Foundry, it's a little hard to see on my, you know, budget webcam there. Play Fab, make friends, have fun. This is my slogan down there at the bottom. Do it for those who can't. I appreciate, yeah, I respect that, Devin. Yeah. I can't get a box of Cruise, so might as well watch you go after it. Yeah. Vajra, I have not done bulk commons, particularly because that's a lot of like work organizing it. I've been so busy that I haven't really touched a lot of my commons. If you're here in the US, shoot me a message, and we can talk about it outside of the chat. Thanks for the support, Kuganye. I'm stoked 23 people are here. Shoot. I was ready to do this at 6 o'clock and be all by myself on the internet. Well, I'm gonna go for it. Why not? I mean, the theory is, well, you used all of your luck by pulling the eye, so why not just cool it off, right? Because it was all expended there. That's one philosophy. Or the other gambler's philosophy is, well, I'm way up, so why not keep going? Wow, we did hit the end of that mix. Let's roll with another Luxora Major mix. Just because I'll stick with my girl Luxora Major. The eye means you're hot, so hot right now, yep. I like your mindset, Kuganye. Am I saying that right? Yeah, email would be best. FabFoundryCo@gmail.com, Vajra. Nice, nice, John. 8 people, sealed event. There we go, it's happening. All right, we're gonna clean this up here. While I'm cleaning this up, anybody have any questions or anything? Do another Q&A between boxes. Would you guys like to see me start doing a little bit more of this? Of opening boxes on camera or live stream before putting them on the website? Obviously, if this is box number 353. I've opened a lot of my boxes off camera. Celebrating 1 year. Kugane. Thank you for correcting me. There we go. All right, well, what was supposed to just be a live stream opening of a box of first edition Arcane Rising has turned into a live stream of a second box of Arcane Rising and into a box of Crucible War and into a second box of Crucible War. Why not? Go big or go home. Well, I am home, so go big is the only option. Box number 2 for you. For your viewing pleasure. 24 more packs of Crucible War fun. I'm riding that natural hive, pulling a cold foil eye, the first in my FaB career. I'm speechless. I can't really believe that truly happened. Here we go. Box number 4 on this live stream break. Edge of Autumn. Promise of Plenty. Emerging Dominance. Pack 3 is what Devin's saying. Pack 3 is going to be the one, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I'm undecided whether this is going to be a new part of FaB Foundry or not. Of doing these live streams. High Speed Impact. Reinforced Line. Foil Coax of Commotion. Majestic. You know, as I shared with viewers early on, like, there was a weird knot in my stomach all day, just the anxiety building of, like, you know, the inevitability of 6 p.m. showing up for my first live stream. It's different when so far everything that I've done, you know, has been in the comfort of recording myself and being behind the camera and being able to press pause and redo the intro and get that right before opening the box. But of course, once you crack the seal on the box, you can't really go back. Dauntless. Rattlebones, second Majestic in pack 3, and a common foil hit and run. It wasn't the full spice, Devin, but it was still a solid Majestic pack. So yeah, maybe I'm going to sit with this for a little bit and see how I feel, and probably go back and scrutinize my live stream. Any feedback would be much appreciated, whether it's in the comments here, comments afterward, or through one of the other FaB Foundry channels. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Promise Plenty, Barraging Bighorn, and a foil Torrent of Tempo. What do these have? Andrew saying a foil Coax typically comes with a foil Gorgonian Tome in Wave 1 cases. In cases, yeah. Hopefully that's true. Whether it's boxes or... Thanks, Gift. I appreciate that. It's more like, you know, obviously the nervousness and whatnot is more, you know, obviously self-inflicted than anything. Cash in. Rock Slide Trap. Choke Slam. Uh-oh. Cindering Foresight. Dauntless. And a foil rare, Barraging Bighorn. First foil rare of the box. So we do have the second season of the North American Playtest League happening right now. We are in week 2 of the weekday division. We have, I believe, 18 players in the weekday division and 10 players in the Sunday division. Reinforce the line, Peruvian skies, and a common foil consuming volition. The second season will be completed with a league tournament, a 2-day league tournament on April 17th and 18th, the weekend before Monarch pre-release, of course. And the intention is to have a third season of the North American Playtest League shortly after Monarch release. Crane Dance, cash in, and a Soul Bead Strike. For those that you don't know, the idea behind the Playtest League was to create a participatory and open environment for players of all skill levels to meet up virtually and jam some games, and without the pressure of results being extremely important, or without the pressure of like there being prize support until the end of the Playtest League when we have our league tournament. Centauri Saber, Promise of Plenty, and a foil rare Dauntless. It's been an honor to host everybody. And of course, we've been communicating through the FaB Foundry Guild Discord channel, which earlier tonight, if you weren't here towards the beginning of the stream, I have opened up the FaB Foundry Guild Discord to the greater community. Rockslide Trap, Stamp Authority, and a Zephyr Needle. There's our cold foil. Zephyr Needle. Good centering. Traditional crew corners is what we'll call them. What to expect. Oh, there goes the camera one more time. Coming back on. No, cash-in, Kugane cash-ins, I believe, are like back down to like $6 to $8 or something like that. The rainbow foils are $30. High Speed Impact, Towering Titan, and Blessing of Serenity. Approaching the halfway point, or just over, of this second box. And we will be calling it after this box. I think 2 boxes of first edition Arcane Rising and 2 boxes of first edition in Crucible Wars. This is a solid first live stream. Dauntless, Rushing River, and a common foil Brutal Assault. There it is. There's your Drone of Brutality replacement card. Your 2 cost, 6 hit, 3 defense. Slide it into your Iridex. High Speed Impact, Crane Dance, and a Rainbow Foil KO. Little bit of edge-ish niche right there. That's what we're going to call it from now on, edge-ish niche. Alright, getting down there. 3 Majestics. That should mean we should have some more spice towards the end here. Peruvian Skies, Rune Blood Barrier, and a Seismic Surge token. Yes, I agree. Regurgitating Slog is much better than Brutal Assault. Rushing River, and speaking of, there it is. Why did I put a common brutal assault in the rare pile? Because I was hyping it up so much. Getting down to it. Zephyr Needle, Cindering Foresight, and a foil rare Barraging Bighorn. 8 packs left. Recapping what's happened on the stream. We got a new company logo. I'm thinking about doing a Twitch. I'm thinking about doing this more often. Bringing you along for the ride with box openings and whatnot. Discord. Foundry Discord is now open. Started a Patreon page to be able to support the content creators that create for FaB Foundry. All the money that comes is generated by Patreon will be allocated and go directly towards the content creator team. Dauntless, Reinforce the Line, Consuming Volition. Because of course my main focus and my priority is to continue to run FaB Foundry smoothly and hopefully improve upon operations to be able to compete with the big boys that are all entering this market. You know, they're all here now. They're all here. Star City Games, Channel Fireball, TCG Player, of course. Obviously, Team Covenant is doing great work for the community. We all know Rudy's doing great work for the community and spreading awareness. Like, all the big boys are in the game, and here I am little on it with his little Foundry operation. You know, FaB Foundry. 4 FaB players by a FaB player. Kugane, definitely reach out to me either through the FaB Foundry Facebook page, on Discord, or through email, and we can talk about it. I've not lined up any writers yet. It's all been people like content creators like Tower and Ruby who've done deck tech videos. But I'm open to discuss the possibilities. Barraging Bighorn, Gambler's Gloves, back-to-back boxes of those, and our foil rune chant. Throw that in the pile of other rune chants. I don't know, weekly, bi-weekly live stream of cracking packs and listening to tracks. I'll have to do a little more research on how the copywriting with live streaming works. Train Dance, Bloodsheath, Skeleta, back-to-back Majestic packs. Foreboding Bolt. Because I don't want to ruffle any feathers there or get in any trouble with YouTube before I can even monetize my channel, which is not a priority. Speaking of channel numbers, I'm actually approaching 500. I think I'm at like 479 subscribers. It's just been like a really nice, slow and steady pace over the past year, just chugging along. Ruvian Skies, High Speed Impact, Rousing Ether. Of course, as I get more comfortable with possibly doing these live streams, they will include giveaways and whatnot, because I have some goodies to give away. If you've been listening for a little while, obviously you can see that I've tried to bring a lot to this first live stream. Harmonized Kadachi, Promise of Plenty, and Promise of Plenty Rainbow Foil. Final 2 packs. Thank you very much all for being here with me. You know, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the FaB Foundry channel. Like, comment, interact with the videos so all the you know, the YouTube algorithms will recognize FaB Foundry videos and hopefully put them into that little, you know, playlist on the right-hand side for other TCG players, and hopefully that might impact a player or two actually getting into the game and building community. Residual impact from likes and comments. Aether Conduit, Massacre, Majestic, and Emerging Dominance. Final pack. Can we turn this into a double cold foil box with a final pack, cold foil. We shall see. Towering Titan, Absorption Dome, and a common foil snapback in the close. Gold foil Zephyr Needle, rainbow foil Cokes, and 7 more Majestics. There you have it. I'm just realizing, was the FaB Foundry logo in my way the entire time in the bottom right hand corner? New logo on the playmat. Yes, I did update. I got another round of the Molten playmats, and I changed the logo so that it's a little bit more prominent, cleaner. This playmat, the second round of playmats is also it's a more vibrant orange. But the new logo is actually up there on the wall with the hexagonal sound panels. All right, y'all. Well, that's what I have for you tonight. I'll do a recap of the links and things like that on the FaB Foundry Facebook page. Head on over to the Discord link and join the Discord and start interacting. I will be releasing some more of the channels that I've kind of had hidden as I've been working on them to the community right now after I finish this. And yeah, it just goes back to, like I said at the beginning, I'm honored and blessed to be in the situation. I know we have all had a really challenging and difficult 2020. You know, I'm just very fortunate that I dove into FaB when I did, and you know, and just took the ball and ran with it when it comes to FaB Foundry. I appreciate every one of your, each one of you, and all the support that you've provided me over the past year as I pursue my passions. You know, flesh and blood. I have to be honest. It's changed my life. This game has changed my life and changed, you know, my outlook and situation on things, on how to, you know, interact with individuals and how to build community and how to approach life differently. So I'm looking forward to the day that we all have the opportunity to safely gather, whether it's in our local game stores. Support your local game stores. And if you're in Oregon, head over to Going Gaming in Troutdale, Oregon. That's where you'll be able to find me. But yeah, support your local game stores because Magic's not anymore. And you know, don't forget, you always have the kitchen table to be able to play games, to safely play games with friends, build those small little play groups. And that's really truly where the power of you know, trading card games is when you can gather your, maybe starts with one person, then it games goes to 2, 3, 4 people, the ideal play group of 4 people, you know, at your house, jamming games, you know, building that small local scene and growing from there to one day soon we're all going to be able to safely gather on a regional or national level and fill a convention center and cosplay and interact and transact and challenge each other and compete for really cool prizes and things and titles and money. You know, the future is bright. The future is fabulous and very bright, and I'm excited to be a part of it. And yeah, thanks for being here, and on it, signing out for my very first live stream. Peace, love, and happiness.